What's up, everybody? Moki here. Welcome to the channel. Your first time here, welcome. Glad to have you. You've been here before. Glad to have you back. Want to remind you, your phone is your friend, so hit your boy up. You got my contact information in the description. Comment below whatever you want to talk about. I always respond. I try to respond to every single comment. As long as there's discussion, I'm ready to rock with you guys. So any questions you got, anything you want me to talk about, anything you want to know about Virginia, Northern Virginia, moving, relocating, whatever you want to do, I got your back. So hit your boy up. I haven't been making as many videos this year. Real estate has been up and down, side to side, left and right, you know, just crazy all year long. But I'm still around. I'm still working, still trying to help as many people as possible. And that's not going to change. I want to talk about a few things. First thing, I want to tell you guys a little personal story. Then I want to talk about what's going on, really going on in Northern Virginia. If you're thinking about doing anything real estate related between now and the end of the year. Story time. First, I want to say I love living here. Now that I got that out the way, whenever I make these videos, I try and be as objective as possible, giving you the pros and the cons, you know, reasons to live here, reasons not to live here. A lot of the stuff that kind of annoys most people around here also annoys me too. This is one of the things that annoys me the most is the traffic. The other day, my son and I are going on a walk. I'm walking, he's got his little bike, he's learning how to ride a bike. So, you know, we're taking him out and doing this thing. We get to a crosswalk. We get the signal that it's our turn to cross. We start crossing. A car sees us and still keeps coming. I gotta stop my son from across the street. I grab him real quick, and this car doesn't even stop. He goes into oncoming traffic and just keeps on going. Then a second car turning left also is trying to beat the light, but there are no cars coming. Thank God for other cars that were waiting for their lights, honking like crazy for this guy to pay attention. He didn't even see us. He hears the horns, and then this guy rolls down his window, and he's like, "Are y'all good?" He doesn't even stop. He keeps going. He goes into oncoming traffic and swerves around us and tries to keep going, asking if we're good. I'm like, yo, what's the point? What's the point of a crosswalk? What's the point of, and you know what bothers me even more? It's not just me that was crossing the street. It's me and my small child. You know what I mean? People that have no problem putting kids in danger, I got a problem with that. So if that's what you like to do wherever you come from, keep it over there. All right. Anyways, I digress. What do I want to talk about today? Okay, so one of the things I noticed, particularly this year, is I get a lot of calls from people that want to relocate to Virginia in general. The thing about Virginia and Northern Virginia is there is almost like two different states, and the majority of it is driven by home prices, home values. Home values in Northern Virginia, if you're thinking about Loudoun County, Fairfax County, Arlington, Alexandria, any suburb or county that is neighboring surrounding DC, that's Northern Virginia. Even Prince William County are 3 to 4 times higher than home values in the rest of the state. So even Richmond. Now for the rest of Virginia, you've got Richmond, you've got Virginia Beach, you've got Norfolk, you've got Chesapeake. These are the places that are more Charlottesville, Blacksburg, you know, college towns for sure, but nevertheless still attractive to a lot of people. Harrisonburg with JMU, Eastern Mennonite. These places they are college towns, and so these are the more well-known or popular destinations that people want to relocate to when they think about moving to the state of Virginia that's not in the Northern Virginia hemisphere. Those are the places. What's going on right now is that, and the reality is that right now, interest rates are so high, higher than they've been in 20 years. So it's tough for everybody, you know? So that's not something that is lost on me, lost on my colleagues. And it's something that we're trying really hard to help buyers work through and find solutions for. A lot of times it just requires patience. Whatever you had in mind to buy a home, you know, right now, a lot of people that, let's say that you were pre-approved for like $500,000 like a year ago or even a year and a half ago, are now only pre-approved for like $350 just because of the interest rates, along with other factors, of course, in terms of personal finance and everything like that. Interest rates just alone can make a significant impact on what you can be pre-approved for. One way that is providing an opportunity for home buyers is new construction. Home builders have been underbuilding ever since the crash. One, there are less builders around because don't nobody want to get caught up in that nonsense ever again. Two, the underbuilding has been happening in conjunction with the increase of household formations in the country. Basically, all the millennials that came around after Roe v. Wade, and this is not to get political, this is just the way things work. All those millennials now are able to own homes, able to create households. So new construction is there is more inventory, but the inventory has not been at the level of household formations for years. So that's the reality. But this is still it's still one of the great options right now for home buyers, because one, you can get in basically without any competition. All you gotta do is walk in the sales center, pick a lot, whether it's just a mound of dirt or a home that's already started. You just pick it, sign a deposit, sign a contract, send your deposit, and basically now you just have to wait for the house to be built. Second, builders offer crazy incentives. I mean, crazy incentives. And what home buyers can do is they can use these incentives to buy down their interest rates. Because here's the deal: if you're gonna be buying a home that's like $600,000 and it's going on the market, and you have to compete with like 10 or 12 people, if it's move-in ready, you're competing. So $600,000, you compete with 10 or 12 other offers, you end up at like 660, 650, and market rate, interest rate. So whatever payment you would be having here at 660 market rate compared to 675 with buying points down, it comes down to, what's important for you. So I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying these are some of the ways that you can look at the numbers and find ways to make the numbers work for your situation. So that's one of the women new construction. Another thing about new construction is, one, builders hate realtors because we keep them in check. Secondly, also, they got to pay us. I'm sure there are other reasons too that they don't like realtors, but at the same time, most people don't need to use a realtor to go new construction. But I advise it, not only because I'm a realtor, but because I am a realtor and I've seen how my clients are treated by sales reps in the transaction, even with me around. So builders, sales reps, what they want to do is protect their investment and just get you to buy the house. There is a way that builders and sales reps will treat you before you sign a contract and get that deposit, and when they got that deposit. Builder contracts are structured so that you have very, very few ways that you can ever get your deposit back. So you want to make sure that you got somebody who can help you, guide you towards reading the contract, towards figuring out what your options are, and also how to manage a transaction for essentially months. Right? It takes 2 months, 6 months, 9 months for your home to be built, and you can do all the work yourself, or you can have somebody along the way who can consult, who can guide, who can do a lot of the heavy lifting. So all you got to worry about is going to the design center, by the way, which you will spend a whole lot more money on when you get to. So whatever you want to do design center wise, just throw on an extra $10, $20, $25,000 on there, because that's probably what's going to happen. And it's totally normal. It happens with everybody. New construction is one of these ways, one of these avenues that's helping a lot of home buyers kind of find a way through this market. Inventory is still low, even though we're getting into the fall, which is typically a slowdown in the market. It's still going to be a little tight. So the reality is that you just want to make sure that your financial situation is still crystal clear. So you'll make sure that you at least your financial picture is still the same. You can still get what you want. $500,000 for a townhouse in Fairfax County and $750,000 for a townhouse in Fairfax County can get you very different results. So you want to make sure that wherever you're in, whatever your budget and your price bracket is, you want to make sure that you're still in there. Because if you're not, you can't call me and say, Moki, I want to move here, and this is the pre-approval you had 2 months ago at this percentage point. If you don't know what your numbers are, then it doesn't matter what neighborhood you want to move to. If you can't afford to live there, then it just becomes a very difficult situation to be in. Because if you can't afford anything, then there's really not much we can do. I haven't been making a lot of videos, but I do check in on all the comments, and really happy for all the people that comment and share their stories. Really cool stories. I had one conversation with a guy who was talking about the dream that he and his wife were building, and they're not in Northern Virginia. I think somewhere in Southern Virginia. And guys got a really cool dream. All they want is some farmland. They just want to have a simple life, and that for them is freedom, is independence. I would never have known that story without having this channel, without reading that comment. So I really love the discussions that we have. And there's also some crazy stuff that goes around. And I don't mind listening to your ideas. As long as we can be respectful, I'm A-okay. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to talk. I'm here to strategize and to make the videos that really matter for you guys, to give you the content that really, helps you get a clear picture of Northern Virginia, get a clear picture of Virginia. So with that, comment below, subscribe, join the team, check me in next time. Always happy to interact with you guys. From me to you, until next time, take care.